Lilium's jet is airborne here, albeit silently. It's an investor video. So far, no one has seen how it actually takes off and lands. The company is surviving entirely on promises that its jet plane will top 280 kilometers an hour with a range of 250 kilometers. There's little evidence of that so far.
That's definitely
what's missing. As such, the claims are very, very hard to check out. Certain values can't be explained with the available data. Lilium turned down our request for filming and an interview. The last time we were able to speak with its founder was last year. Back then, he rejected all doubts about the concept, in particular regarding the crucial issue of battery performance. We're in talks with several suppliers, both for the serial production and for the development. It makes us very optimistic that by the time we make it to the market, we'll have reached these ambitious goals. Vertical takeoffs and landings require enormous amounts of energy, and therefore high-performance batteries. Experts say the concept is essentially possible but very ambitious. It's happened frequently in the past that people focused on energy density, and that leads to having superb cells. But then you notice when it comes to storage, you've got problems actually getting it. In a worst-case scenario, the batteries could fail in flight. German company Custom Cells says it is making the high-performance storage batteries, but it will take time. Nonetheless, the IPO is speeding along via a special purpose acquisition company. That's a listed holding corporation whose sole purpose is to launch a company without standard IPO procedures. So the fact that Lilium hasn't got a real product yet doesn't matter. Personally, I wouldn't put any money into that, but I know plenty of people who like risk, and it suits them. A lot of investors weren't convinced though, and they handed back their Lilium shares before the IPO. It'll take 2 to 3 years before we'll see if its jet does actually take to the air, or if it's all simply a lot of hot air.
All right, we're going back to New York now. So, Jose, was the IPO a hit or just a lot of hot air?
Lilium ordinary shares actually had a pretty volatile day of the trading at the NASDAQ. At some point, they fell up to 4%, but they closed at 2.5% higher. And let's not forget either that 65% of Qual shareholders chose to redeem their shares as part of the merger with Lilium, which is very telling of the volatility in trading that we saw today for the shares of Lilium.
Now, there seems to still be a lot of open questions about their business model. Is that worrying investors?
I think that it's very telling that in Lilium's case and for competitors such as Joby or Archer Aviation, which is expected actually to go public on Friday, the way to become publicly traded companies is through mergers with blank check companies. As you pointed out, this is a backdoor way to the traditional IPO that has been losing steam in the last months after regulators here in the US are toughening up those disclosure rules.
All right, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there. That was DW Financial correspondent Jose Luis de Haro. Thank you.